Welcome one and all to C31Plays Dungeons and Dragons. I'm your host, GM Jared. With me are an assortment of nerds. We've got...
Thanks, man.
It's true.
We've got Ollie,
Hello.
Tori,
Hi.
Hudson, and Haley.
What's up?
So we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, but not in any setting published by Wizards of the Coast. We're going to be playing in a setting influenced heavily by The Tough Guide to Fantasyland by Diane Wynne Jones. It's a fantastic, hilarious book. Everything is a joke. Nothing is serious. Tori created the setting. I helped her name all the places on the map, and I cannot remember what all of them are references to anymore. So, we're going to get...
Nerd.
Yeah.
I can tell. I don't know, the costume gives it away.
Yeah, we're going to be using, like, everything is influenced by some fantasy setting or piece of genre entertainment that we're all consumed. So what we're going to do to get everybody introduced and up to speed with their characters and who they are is just explain to me where they are in the morning, what their morning routine is like, what they've been doing in their location, and we'll get started with Haley.
Yeah, so I'm playing 10, which is the little dude down here. If anyone can see it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
This neat little standee. So 10's basically, he's like a sentient toy soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Strives to do good, doesn't need food or water or sleep. So he pretty much just travels around, you know,
Mm-hmm.
doing good,
Yeah.
helping people out.
With sleep, you're like an elf. You need like 4 hours of meditation.
Meditation.
Yeah.
That's like, it's not really sleep though, is it? Because it
No.
says I'm
So you can like
fully
park
aware.
yourself anywhere.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you don't rust, so you don't need shelter.
So I imagine like he just spends his time sleeping under trees like a homeless robot.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
it's sad, yeah, a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's
Traveling
just
around, trying to do good as best they
Yeah.
can. So you've made your way to Hollyhale, which is the capital city in the humans' territory. It's the seat of their power, where their king is, and it's the biggest city in their region. So you're in the morning, wake up, like on some shop stoop or something, just stand up and start walking. And as you start walking, a piece of paper flutters past you and then changes direction really sharply and hits you in the face. And when you pull it off, it's a letter from the city guard captain, Captain Adrian, has invited you to the barracks so that he can contract you to do a mission for him, and he needs your help. So be there around 11 a.m.
what
that
time
morning.
is it currently?
It's probably around 9 a.m. Like
9 a.m.
a few hours after sunrise.
I guess I just slowly make my way there.
Yeah. Okay.
Some useful wind.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
It's like, wow, the captain's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
Yeah,
just
it's
knew
really
I'd be
sweet.
here.
Yeah,
it's that
isn't that
control
awesome?
wind.
hmm Hudson, who is your character?
So,
what are they?
My character is named Steak. He is a Goliath who is trying to forget a little bit about his past. So he's just kind of acting as like a nomadic kind of worker who travels from town to town, doing whatever kind of work a giant can kind of get done. So he's kind of renowned in the land of being a really great farmer. You know, can pull really heavy plows, works really long hours, and works for a really long time. So currently he's staying on a local farm just out of Hollyhale, called Pertridge Farm, and so he's been there for like 2 weeks or so, just doing manual labor for the farmer there, just for food and accommodation and things.
Pentridge Farm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
kind of where he's hanging out right
Sweet.
now.
So with your morning meal, like after you've gone and done your farm duties in the wee hours of the morning, you sit down for your meal that the farmer served you, and the farmer there, this older man, grey hair, has just looked really puzzled. There's a letter for you? I don't know how it got here. They just knew you were here and here?
I
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
No, not at all. I'm just going to reject the call to action.
I don't even open it.
Just like, I can't read.
I've got better things to do, I think.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
All right,
Oh
no.
dear. This is where the game falls apart.
Yeah, exactly. So, rejecting the call to action, you can just leave the room. And we'll keep playing.
No, after a little bit of thinking, while he's finishing his meal, he sits there looking at the letter for a little bit and thinks,
You're just compelled
bit
to
curious,
open
a little
it
bit
against
curious
your better
about it.
judgment. You don't
Like,
want...
doesn't really like interacting with people as much as he can. You know, he's a giant kind of character. He looks very intimidating, and he often gets in trouble because of that, especially when people start to potentially recognize where he's come from. Which
Yeah.
happen
So,
later, but-
you crack the fancy-looking seal, and inside the letter is from Captain Adrian, Captain of the City Guard. He's expressing his interest in using your skills to better use than tilling fields and pulling stumps. He'd really like to be able to get your help to serve humanity in a better way, and would like you to come meet him at his office in the guard barracks at about 11 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
So you got a few hours to get there into the city.
Yeah. So I think just out of vague curiosity, I think he thinks it's an interesting proposition because he still feels like he's doing good things, doing this farm work, but the potential for helping humanity sounds like an interesting thing to be doing.
Possible redemption arc there.
Possible, unlikely. So yeah, he'll go have a sauce.
All right.
He's got the afternoon off. A couple of hours won't
Redemption
go
arc.
down.
Redemption arc. How horrible can a farmer be? I mean, this guy's just a simple farmer, right?
Totally.
Yeah, nomadic farmer. Ollie, who is your character?
My character is an older woman by the name of Flo. She's a cleric of Enola, who is the goddess of the woodlands. Sorry, Flo, not Enola. Flo kind of just hangs out around Hollyhale. She grew up on the outskirts of town, and so this morning she would probably be in the town after doing some charity work really late at night, and she was like, oh, I can't be bothered walking 10 hours home, so rocked up at a tavern, which I think is calling the Dancing Clydesdale.
Yeah, the Cantering Clydesdale.
Cantering Clydesdale is where Flo's hanging out. She's just getting ready to pack her stuff and head back home.
Alright, so you're assembling your gear, and before you leave, like, you go to leave the door, and as you put your hand on the doorknob, you see a note plastered to the inside.
Why is
Somehow
this-
it got there.
What the hell
It's
is this?
it's a letter from Captain Adrian, the captain of the city guard. He'd like your help serving the city guard. Your expertise and your proficiencies would be highly valued. So if you could come to meet him at his office in the guard barracks about 11 o'clock, that'd be really nice.
Alright. Seeing that, she just kind of like totters over to the time and she's like, can I have some breakfast?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I'll be here for a while now.
So Hollyhale is very Victorian England inspired. Like the buildings, the architecture is very similar to that. So you get like a fried meal, like
Love
English
it.
breakfast. There's eggs, sausages, beans, mushrooms,
tomatoes,
tomatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in heaven.
Mhm.
Yeah. Amazing.
Amazing that a woman that age could eat that much. Usually they
you
lose
know.
that.
She walks a lot. She's like, she's got a morning walk routine. Like,
Okay.
she's got to put away that protein, you know. Yeah.
And Tori, what?
Every goddamn time.
I can't believe it.
Just
Okay, so Moggy will be
Yeah.
staying at an inn.
Muggy is a what?
Moggy's a dwarf.
100% a dwarf?
Definitely a dwarf.
Okay.
So she Immediately on getting up, wash her face, make sure her cheeks are nice and pink, put her glasses on, comb her beard, polish her horns a bit,
Yep.
put on her hood.
Yeah. What's the hood made out of?
Oh, it's made out of the skins of goblins she's killed.
Brutal.
Creepy.
Hardcore.
And she
Oh,
collects
God.
the letter she was writing last night to her family to let them know where she was in her quest. And she prepares to head out into the woods to find the sage that she heard rumor of.
Ah, okay. Well, see, really interestingly, there's a second page to this letter that you don't remember writing.
Uh-oh.
You definitely didn't write because it's not written in your handwriting, but it's addressed to you instead of from you.
That's odd.
I know, right? It's weird.
Devil work.
Moggy is very puzzled by this.
Well, it's
Normally mail doesn't deliver itself.
this is how good Captain Adrian is. He's very efficient at getting the right information to the right people. It's a letter requesting your help for a job he'd like to employ you for. Your assistance would be really valued, and as a reward, he would give you some more concrete information about the people you're looking for. So he'd like to meet you at his office in the guards' barracks at about 11 a.m. today.
This sounds mutually beneficial.
Does Flurry have a reward? Or is it just like, out of the kindness of your heart, can you
Oh,
please
I think-
it's monetary.
I think,
Ah,
yeah,
sweet.
potentially, maybe the captain, he might have to bribe one of us. Specifically the one with the
The
dwarf
dwarf.
with the
Yeah.
horns, apparently.
What's have horns?
You don't know.
Not all of them.
Yeah, just
I don't
just
think
the
I've actually
special
met
ones.
that many dwarfs, so I wouldn't know.
D&D dwarves have horns. So you all approach and arrive at the same time at the city guard. It's adjacent to the palace. So from the portcullis entrance, you can see the fancier gardens off a ways. But here there's a parade grounds, a guard's barracks, a mess hall, and another building. They're all really low-ceilinged, one-story buildings. Nothing fancy. Everything's clearly labeled, signage all over the place, so you can see that the officers' offices are in this way, and the building that you approach, one-story, low-ceilinged. Once you enter, off to one side are the prison cells, and off to the other side are the offices. And so you enter the biggest, grandest one, and sitting at a desk with bookshelves all over him, a chest to one side, and a big double-edged great axe, is hanging above him. Captain Adrian is an 8-foot-tall furbolg.
Furbolgs don't normally live in offices. It's definitely not their natural environment.
No, gray-skinned, brown-bearded, gray-bearded, sorry, because the officer's uniform he's wearing is a dress uniform with the sleeves torn off, so you can see his guns.
This man isn't intimidating at all.
There's a
Not even the
huge,
slightest.
there's a huge stack of papers on one side that's labeled "in," and there's a tray on his other side that's labeled "out," and there's nothing in there.
Excellent. That seems furbolgy.
So, Furbolg are guardians of the forest areas, and it's very strange that he's in a city as the captain of a guard. They don't really like confrontation, so this is very strange. But he welcomes you anyway, and he invites you all to sit down. Please. He tells you that the city guard is in trouble, and he can't trust anybody. So he needs your discreet help collecting a dead drop for him, and the information therein will help him to resolve any outlying issues he might have.
What kind of trouble are you in?
Oh, nothing that we can't handle. It's just, you know,
So discreet.
I need some outside assistance. Like,
I have a question.
I need some contract work done. Yeah.
I have potentially several.
Mm-hmm.
One dead drop.
Yes, just the one.
And you need 4 of us.
Yes.
Why?
No,
So-
not just 4 of us. This guy is a giant.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You are a strange metal man.
So,
She is heavily armored,
and you're a dwarf.
and I'm a dwarf.
Perfectly ordinary, regular
I don't
dwarf.
think
Absolutely
you
ordinary
fit.
dwarf.
So, he explains that the dead drop is in the sewer. And the sewer's not a nice place to be.
So we're going to be fighting some giant sewer rats.
Yeah, like maybe a rat king or 2, who knows?
Rats
Could
are
be dying
pets
there.
forever. You don't flush them down the toilet. Keep them. Same with alligators and crocodiles.
Yep. Steak had a question.
Yeah, who has dropped dead and why do I care?
I like this
Sorry?
kid.
No, it's a package that has been left at a place by somebody, and somebody else will come and collect it and deliver it to me. It separates the deliverer and the delivery
Oh.
by 1 step, so they can't be caught or intercepted.
What's dead though?
The city guard's morale.
Okay, I will go and see. I will go and check. See if it's dead or alive.
Yeah, would really appreciate it.
Mhm.
So the reward for this mission for everybody is going to be 100 gold each. Like that's a
Oh,
reasonable
wow.
I'll
rate.
remember that.
I'm on board.
That's double my gold I have right now.
Mhm.
Well, I only have 7 gold, so I will take it.
Okay.
Jeez, what did you guys spend all your money on?
On big stone
Crowbars.
and axe.
My walking stick.
Alchemist fire doesn't buy itself.
It's
Okay,
really
fair,
important. He's gonna. He knows that none of you speak thieves' cant, so he's gonna slide you a piece of parchment across the table with an image drawn on it.
If it's a phallus, I'm leaving.
No,
No, it's thieves' can't.
it looks like this.
Ooh, upside down peace symbol. Loving it.
Or an arrow pointing
I'm living
down?
for it.
In a circle. Thieves' cant. It's very unique and difficult to understand for ordinary folks.
Sure. I mean, that just looks like an error. But alright.
My mind went like upside down peace symbol. Like the arrow.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Doesn't
very
matter.
in character for Flo to recognize a peace symbol when it's presented to her.
Mm-hmm.
Goddamn old hippies.
Let me live my life and
I
I'll
don't
let
have
you
time
live
for
yours.
silly symbols.
He's also going to slide across a medallion each. They're about the
take
size
it.
of my palm. They've got engraved and painted in on them a couple of strange flowers, like there's a couple of rosebuds and ones that you can't really identify. He says, when you've collected my package, bring it back here and present it to the guard stationed at the portcullis, and they'll bring you to me.
Can I do
But-
a nature roll to identify the flowers?
Yes, you may.
Oh,
Can I
yeah.
do the same thing.
Totally. Let's both do it.
Yeah.
I bet you'll get better than me.
I'm not that smart.
I have a
14.
Yep, you got better than me.
Also rolled a 12, just a little bit smarter.
Okay. What was your total? 12 plus 13. Okay. So there's like rosebuds and... sorry, I had it a second ago. Damn.
Uh-oh. I shouldn't have asked this question.
No, I had them written down, but it's gone from my tab. No,
That's okay.
it's gone.
Send it to me later. in case
Yes,
it's
I will.
important.
And I wanted to draw it up, but they're too complicated for me to actually figure out because I'm not very artsy.
So they're just like little amulets with flowers
Yeah.
on them?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine is already in my pocket.
Mhm. What was your final result for your nature check?
12.
Okay.
Less than.
I put mine
Not
in my backpack.
not enough to identify what these flowers mean and symbolize.
Next to the alchemist fire and Mr. Bear.
Mm-hmm. Who's Mr. Bear?
So, it's kind of an odd thing, but Tin has a stuffed animal.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeps it around, looks a bit worn, ragged down. Sometimes he talks to it.
It's not strange
That's
at all.
strange.
Stuffed animals is for little babies.
You're
I
not
think it's
wrong.
quite sweet, so.
Okay. So, it's up to you how you people begin the mission.
Have we been given directions to the sewers?
There's entrances all over the place. There's one inside the guards' barracks, but it's a little bit suspicious, like meeting with the captain of the guard and then just
going
into the sewers.
I feel like we should find like
Try and get one
a
towards
portal into the sewer. What a
a manhole.
Manhole, yep.
Sewer cover thing.
We should go towards
That's
the
in
outskirts.
like a dark alley. Where there's no one really looking, like a service alley.
Service alley. Yeah, that makes sense.
How far
You've
do
li-
the sewers go? I haven't been in
they-
town for that long.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. They span the whole city, but Flo, you've lived in and around. You probably know like a manhole cover when you see it, and probably would be able to find one that's out of the way of the general
we
public.
still in the office?
Yeah, for now. Have you got anything else you want
Let's
to
turn to the
ask?
guys. Do you have like a map of the sewers or a map that shows where all the manholes are?
So they've been added to, and parts of the tunnels have been decommissioned, and different architects and engineers.
And bureaucracy resulted in a map that doesn't actually resemble
Yeah, like
the sewer
it's
system.
I'm liking this plan
It's-
more and more.
it's a giant
I
maze
am-
down there.
Excellent.
Do you,
Captain
So
Adrian
confident.
would describe it as a maze.
It's all right. This is why I was hired, because I'm a dwarf and cannot get lost underground.
It's good.
sound logic?
I'm not. You know what? If you say you're a dwarf, you're a dwarf. Tim's just not gonna argue with that. Tim's like,
I know what you mean.
I may be made of metal, but this is all just kind of strange.
Yes.
So, do we know where the dead drop is going to be dropped in the
Um,
sewers?
you would be looking for a trail of the
Trail of
symbol,
the-
Oh,
the
the
thief can
symbols.
symbol,
Okay.
because the sewers are a popular place for thieves to leave dead drops because it's a giant maze.
Sounds like a bit of a shitty job.
Yeah. Regular folks wouldn't be going down there.
Someone had to make it. Someone had to make that joke.
Mhm.
I'm just glad it was me.
That's why you're being paid so high to run around the sewers.
Not
Yeah.
high enough.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's fine.
Hey man, I'm fine. I'm immune to disease.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
I'm doing all right.
All right.
I better watch my health. I haven't gone on my morning walk today, so.
This can be
Well,
your
you
morning
get-
walk.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
So you leave the guards' barracks, past the parade ground, through the portcullis, and make your way near to the suburbs, like suburbs as much as you can have in a feudal system, where people won't notice you. You find a manhole cover. Yes.
Can Goliath go down hole for mans?
Yes. They have been made
Stuffy dick.
extra wide.
For the
Are there-
extra large turds that occasionally need to be.
Flushed, yes.
Exactly.
But wouldn't that happen with a
Uh,
why the manhole? Like, wouldn't that extra large turds would happen in would
I-
place like
Yeah.
yeah?
Maybe it's
That
more that
wasn't
they.
any sentence.
Maybe it's
I was
more
just-
that they hire.
I was
certain-
trying to word it in a way that sounded.
It- The manhole covers are about 1.5 meters in diameter, so there's
Okay.
plenty of
dwarf
Good.
width.
yes.
Dwarf dwarf wit.
just about this.
Steak, what is your strength score?
I have strength of 20. I'm strong.
It is
Jiminy Cricket.
Strong boy.
laughably easy for you to lift up the iron covering
I lifted
of
with
this
one
hole.
finger.
Not quite. But it's like
Fingers.
I
like
checked
lifting-
your
Easy
hands
there,
as you
Arnold.
lifted to
Easy
see if
there.
you have all your fingers.
roll a perception check.
Perception.
is it just him?
I'm not gonna bother.
Moggy
Okay.
brought it up, so Moggy gets to do the roll.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, you miss his left hand, but you can see all the fingers on his right hand up there.
I'm real suspicious now.
Because you haven't seen somebody's hand.
Yeah.
I heard
So-
a rumor.
I rolled a 16.
So-
oh wait, that's not me. I
Yeah,
rolled a
so perception
You're
is
rolling
to notice things
Yes.
and details from a distance. Muggy really needed to know something about your hands.
Alright.
And how
wants
soft
to
and
go
supple
down?
they are.
Yeah, so pro tip for any burgeoning GMs out there. I had, on the advice of Twitter, my players write up 5 rumors about their characters. 2 positive, 2 negative, and 1 completely fake rumor. And I disseminated this information amongst them. Because these people have been around for a while, and so they all know something vague about each other.
Well, I mean, you would think
Pretty
people
big.
would notice the giant metal man that seems to be
Everybody
the
knows
only
you.
one of him.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like walking around. That's a living toy soldier. That's a little strange.
Yeah,
It's
we're
practically
all
strange, yeah. Especially so far from a nation of people who would build something like that. The people that would build automatons are far in the north. The gnomes and tinkerers are up that way.
Dib's not going down the sewer first.
You know
Little
what?
baby, I'll go down.
Okay.
I'll follow him. It's like
Is now. Whatever he wants.
Russian round.
You know, it's actually. What's your constitution again? That's pretty high, isn't it?
I have 15.
Oh, it's
plus
fine.
2. Yeah.
It's fine. It's a little smelly, but it's fine. Like, it's green tinged light coming from somewhere. There's a little trough down the middle with some dirty flowing water. There's about a 5-foot walkway on either side, so there's plenty of space for one person to walk along comfortably.
We're all going single file, aren't we?
Yeah, you are going to have to go single
I'll
file.
go next.
Mhm.
I'm fine with dark and
Mhm.
confined spaces because
I'll
I'm a
go
dwarf.
last.
Yeah. So you climb down the metal rungs that's set inside of the stone walls. And you've got dark vision because you're a dwarf.
Oh yeah, I can't see
So
shit, guys.
you can see fine for 120 feet in front of you, but it's black and white. It's grayscaled. Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump down.
Alright?
It's just
You do a
Oh.
3-point hero pose as you land.
yeah, pretty much. It's just
Yeah.
like boom. Yeah.
I start wandering down. I'm like, Tin, can you spot me as I go down? As I wander.
I just watch and like, okay,
Yep.
what am I spotting?
Just catch me if I fall. You're gonna wander down.
Make your way
yourself.
down. It's barely 2 meters of climbing. It's
Oh, yeah.
actually very close to the top of the city.
Do you guys mind if I light a torch? I can't see very well down here.
That won't ruin your dark vision. You can see with the same distance. It's just dim light for
Go ahead.
120 feet and
Cool.
bright light for the first 60. So
So we have a lit torch now.
I have a torch just at the back.
okay.
The last.
I could.
Mhm.
It's like contemplating. I could light the entire place up just by using some alchemist fire, but
No,
that's
that's
a
probably
bad
not a good
idea
yeah.
generally. Like
Thank you
just
for
anything
putting
in
the order.
alchemist fire is just generally pretty bad.
It's pretty dangerous stuff. That
Look at
very
this little
volatile.
archie, that's so cute.
Yeah.
You're facing the wrong way.
I walk backwards.
And suddenly
He's
your
like,
entire
"I trust
character
none
makes
of you."
sense.
Okay, so you walk down the sewer path in your order, and you come to a junction. It's a 4-way junction, so you could go. You would know the directions as going forward is northeast, back the way you came is southwest, and the 4 points in the other directions that I can't figure out off the top of my head because I'm bad at picturing directions,
That's okay.
the cardinal directions.
I will pull some chalk out of my bag
Mm-hmm.
and I will say, which way do we want to go?
Can we see any of the thieves' cant symbols?
Yeah, I would get a perception check from everybody about now. So D20 plus your wisdom, and if you're trained in
23.
perception, that adds your
Ooh.
proficiency modifier.
23. Hells
It's,
It's a 50.
Oh.
yeah. Why are you at the front?
16. That's a 16.
Nice.
I
I
rolled
rolled
a
too
7.
far.
2.
Okay.
Just
So, Steak is like staring off with a rat. It's just
Watch yourself.
it squeaks and scuttles away. But Flo definitely notices a symbol scratched into the far wall. It's at the way you were going anyway.
Oh.
So it's the symbol you're trying to follow.
I don't realize that these guys don't see it. I just keep walking in that direction.
Okay.
I
Or
What was the DC
you're
for
right at the
that?
back, so you just keep pushing
What
everybody.
was the DC for check for that?
Oh, that would probably been a 15. So you.
Yeah, I
would
would have seen it. It's like-
Yeah, you got a 16.
So, come on, guys.
I just start walking.
What are you
so
doing?
Regardless, just walking
Cool.
down.
Well, we can follow
Uh,
the torch.
When
so-
we decide which direction we're going, I make a big mark on the wall saying,
Big obvious one.
yeah, real big, real obvious, so that we won't miss it on our way back.
Nice.
Just so that we know,
Muggy.
like, that way is home.
I am clearly a dwarf.
It's written in Dwarven.
I understand it.
Very well written Dwarven.
Ooh.
Nice handwriting.
I would. I no longer have my character speak dwarf, so I wouldn't be actually tell. I would be like,
So, as you keep walking down, the pathway sort of starts, like it stops. There's some stairs down, and there's a rickety, scungy-looking boat in the water. It's pretty obvious that you have to get in.
Does anybody know how to?
okay, so
Right.
I just wanna check. Does the boat look like it can hold 4 people?
Oh yeah, it's
Considering one of us potentially counts as 2.
it's actually
like
quite.
little.
It's surprisingly
You both
long.
probably count as 2, and I count as
Half.
1.5. You probably count as a half.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's 5 people.
It's surprisingly, it's surprisingly large. You think it's probably for a large maintenance crew.
Okay, so it will definitely take our weight.
Yes.
We're not going to jump in this and it's end up in the poo water,
Oh
right?
no, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a fun ride because it looks like it's been used for years.
We're gonna have to bilge, aren't we?
Well, it depends how badly you roll for
I'm jumping in the boat.
for paddle.
For
Is
paddle.
paddle a dex check?
I don't know.
Do you have an argument for why paddling should be a dex check?
Well, I
What
feel
else?
like it's a dex check because you need to use your dexterity to
Mhm.
keep it going in the same direction and, you know,
Yeah.
quickly switch from side to side as it starts veering off in
Yep.
random directions.
All right.
Can I just say strength?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
wanna do
I,
strength.
I would
how
accept
bad,
strength
how
as
bad
well
can
because
the
that's
currents
how
be in poo water?
Yeah, it all just goes in the one direction.
Yeah, like the current, it all just goes in one direction. It can't just be like, look, it's white rapids, but it's clearly brown.
Poo rapids.
Poo rapids.
So, it's more about pushing you off and stopping you at the right time.
right. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, I jump on in
Mhm.
the boot.
I carefully step in.
I
I'm not going to jump.
I
Okay.
will also
And
carefully
leap.
step in.
Yeah.
Not delicately.
So it sloshes a little bit, but no water manages to get inside. You don't actually touch the water. It's fine. It's fine, you guys.
I'm grumpy about this splashing.
I have been in worse places.
Waiting
Yeah.
on bated breath.
What you rolling for?
Oh, strength. I have
Okay.
a 4, so
You
that's
got
a
it going?
9.
Mhm. Yeah, so you manage to push yourself off. You have to roll really badly to capsize this thing.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, good.
So the current sort of washes you down. You turn right and then left again and left again and left again. It's kind of weird.
There's no like, we're just following.
we
It's
going
like the
down?
same
Yeah.
direction.
Are we going
There's
like
no,
down?
pathing off.
No, luckily.
Okay.
But you do approach a grate barring your way. It's,
Is it locked? Can I unlock it?
it's locked down, so there's a chain that you can pull, and it goes all the way up into the ceiling, and to what you assume must be a guard station, so they can lift this crate up and let people through.
I call up to the guard station through the hole in the thing. Say, hey buddy, we gotta do some maintenance down here. Can you let us in?
Hear a person calling down. Password.
please.
You're very polite.
I try.
That's a good class.
You've lived here the longest.
Mhm.
You've probably hung out with the gods the most.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon the password would be?
I see them drinking a lot, so maybe.
Mhm.
Rum!
Good, they do.
The chains start clanking, and the portcullis sort of the gate sort of raises up and drips down, and allows you to continue on.
We gotta remember that. Rum, guys.
Oh, jeez.
I hope they didn't think that was like a promise we would get them rum. I hope that was actually the password.
They don't know who we are.
It's fine. Just maintenance for it. Fine.
Really bad guards, probably.
Mm-hmm.
If they are gods.
Mm.
Do 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 do.
So you keep going on, but not for much longer. I would like to get perception checks from everybody, please.
Oh Jesus.
20, not natural.
13.
18.
18.
1.
Mm.
No.
I'm now eyeing off with that same rat.
Oh yeah.
I'm following you.
You don't know how, but there's now 2 of them.
Oh no!
But
Wish rat.
what did you get?
I got
against?
18.
18, yeah. And you got above
13.
13. Yeah. So because you've seen it in the wall before, you know what to look for. So the DC is a little bit lower this time. You all noticed, except for Moggy, the circle with the arrow carved into the wall. So you probably need to stop that here. Who wants to try and stop the boat?
Me.
You know what? I'll give it a. Oh, do you want to go?
Okay.
This is gonna be dumb.
There is only 1 oar, I should have mentioned.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Ooh,
looks
wait,
pretty high. So what's that number on the dice?
20, not natural.
Nice. So yeah, you definitely stop it at the right time. There's a rope at the dock, but not on the boat. So you tie the rope from the dock to the prow of the ship.
Yeah.
The boat.
Good old
Ship.
sailor's knot.
Alright.
I watched
Um,
somebody do it once, and I don't know if it's right. We'll see.
Little dinghy.
Mm.
It's just this little dinghy. It's not a boat or a ship. It's quite clearly a dinghy.
Mm. So there is a door barring your way that the arrow indicates that you must go through.
Is it locked?
Is it trapped?
If you would like to check for traps, I'll get an investigate roll from you.
I'm not smart. 12.
You do not believe this gate is, this door is trapped in any way. Do you want to see if it was locked?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. What do I need to roll? Or do I just
Can you just
An
open the
investigate
door?
check.
investigate check?
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's D20 plus investigator's intelligence, I believe.
Yeah.
If you're trained in it, your proficiency.
16.
Nice.
It's not locked at all. In fact, it doesn't even have a door handle. It's just
A
just
flap.
shuts. It's
Why
a
are we
flap.
so afraid of this
Kick
door?
down the door and loot the room.
Okay, so this room is about 40 feet in diameter. It's a big round room, just a big cylinder. Off to there's one exit. There's 2 exits from this room, like doors, and there's a stairway going up. There's some barrels in one side and some parcel things like all like it's like Hessian sacks tied up. It's pretty gross looking because it's been down here for a while.
Yeah. Can I look around the room for any of those things?
Yeah, let's get another general investigate roll from everybody, please.
Investigate. Perception?
9.
If you want perception, you can go with perception.
7.
It's the same thing, so I'll
Yeah.
do investigate. It's stuffed.
3.
Ah!
Did anybody roll above a 12?
I got a 15.
Excellent. So, Moggy, you've gone up to these barrels
Mhm.
and lifted the lid, and there's awful scungy water inside.
Ugh.
But just sitting next to it is a freshly wrapped brown paper package.
Like you put lunch in, or?
Like you'd put a stack of papers in,
Ah, okay.
but it stands out from everything else in the room because it looks clean.
I will pick up this piece of paper and I will say, "Hey, I reckon I found it."
Excellent. So you pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or at least I put it in my bag
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like a stack of papers is a bit big in their pocket. You okay?
I don't want
I'm trying not to choke on my water.
Did-
It's fine.
Did you want to have a look
Yeah.
inside it?
I
first?
do.
You do?
Okay, I
Can
pull
we-
it back out.
Mhm.
Is it sealed with a seal?
No, it's tied off with a string. So you can,
Okay.
Just double
I
check
will
what knot it is so we can read
Show
the
you
knot.
the knot.
Okay. got
Show
it.
everyone the knot, so
Mhm.
at least one of us will remember how the knot goes.
It's very simple.
And then
so
I'll
just
tie
a
it and
double.
open it up.
Mhm. It's a stack of blank pages.
I think this is a dead drop.
This is probably a test.
We shouldn't have opened.
Should we go up those stairs?
I put it back, wrap it back up,
Tied up. Yep.
tie it up,
Put in your bag.
put it in my bag.
Okay.
So
You wanted to start
Oh wait,
leaving?
what if they're magic?
yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Magic.
Remember, he said he can't trust anyone, right?
So
So maybe he's given us a test to see whether or not he can trust us.
I'm not 100% this is a dead drop.
Well, we
It
can
could
keep
just-
searching the room.
Mhm.
Sure, we could head up those stairs
Alright.
and see
Mhm.
if we can find this symbol anywhere else, because we can find it.
Well, you start. So you decide to leave via the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
and behind you hear some sloshing noises,
Oh dear.
Everybody stay quiet.
and there's two sewer oozes.
Ew.
Well, we run up the stairs.
Oh god.
So you start approaching the stairs.
Mhm.
The first step that you put your foot on
Mhm.
dissolves, and it's a third sewer monster.
Oh, that was clever. That was a clever ooze.
See, these oozes are
Not
very
happy.
sneaky like that, and they can disguise themselves.
Oh god. Great.
Gross.
Let's roll initiative.
I was
Roll
like,
initiative.
4.
We'll fight baby
Nice.
sewer oozes.
Oh, I got a 22.
I got a 20.
What?
Nice.
3 20s.
And by 22, I mean
Oh.
actually I got 22 on
I'm
my
ready to
initiative.
heal you guys.
All right. So 4 for Flo. Moggy,
22.
22. Steak,
I had 20.
20.
Well, plus an initiative,
Oh yeah, plus your initiative modifier.
22.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to roll off or something.
Yeah, you will have to.
Oh,
I got
who has a
20.
higher dex?
I have 14.
Yeah, we both have the same.
Oh, both have the same dex?
Let's roll off. I got another 20.
20 and
I
1.
had
Yeah, I'm definitely
Roll
destined
1
to
and
go
it knocks
first.
down your miniature. That's perfect.
Yeah, I hope that's not a
A sign?
sign of
any
how
kind?
combat's gonna go.
I think it is.
Oh.
Okay. So Moggy, you have stepped off this ooze. You're not inside of it, so that's good. But it's very menacing and sloshy looking.
I am very unhappy because there is ooze on my shoe.
Ew.
It's a bit gross.
And
Give a third lose, dude.
No, I didn't bring, because I was expecting you guys to fight it. No, run away like cowards. But I also realized that I didn't put them in such a position that you guys would fight them first up. So that's
God
my
is
fault.
punishing us.
I am going to stab
Which
the
kind is
closest
that?
ooze
All of them.
because I'm at the stairs
Yep.
All the gods are
with a
punishing
rapier.
us.
Go for it.
Elena loves me.
Because I feel like taking out my crossbow at this juncture would not be the wisest. And I'm going to miss horribly.
No.
Oh no.
Did you roll a 1?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1, but that's a 5. So that's still...
That still
that's not gonna
misses
hit
this
anything.
thing's armor class. I'm very
Oh,
sorry.
no.
And that's my turn. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to...
As a bonus action, yep.
You seem real beefy. Enjoy.
What can somebody use a bardic inspiration for?
So when someone's making a attack roll,
Mhm.
or I believe a skill check, you
Yep.
can add a Bardic Inspiration die to the total of the roll. You can add it after you've rolled the d20, but before the GM announces whether or not you've succeeded.
Really flexible with that.
I've been
Okay,
slowly
so
watching.
that's only if I think I might not.
Yeah. and have
Yeah.
Hit or something.
I don't know. Just from here, I'm just slowly watching the beard just slowly creep back inside your mouth.
It's
I don't know how you
It's
survive
like
this
it
long.
wants you
I'm
to eat it.
I love it.
It does.
So,
Steak, you are presented. Oh, if I should.
are we playing
So,
the field?
Can we do in the
So-
field thing?
Yeah,
These
I'll
things will be probably
like, over
closer.
here with
Yeah.
And there's
Do you want a
one
dice
here.
to be a third one?
Tori's got it.
So this is my first time
Yeah.
playing Dungeons and Dragons, FYI. But we'll work-
Just
Alright,
so you
so-
know.
But
So-
yeah,
So you have an action,
yeah,
bonus action,
yeah, totally.
and a movement speed.
I think I've only got action and movement.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
you can move 30 feet. Each square
see,
is
yeah.
5 feet.
Yeah,
So you can move 6 squares or 5
I think I might
6
go
is-
to
So you can move to
draw
either
the
one.
attention of these ones.
Yeah.
So
Diagonals is a little bit tricky how it works, but
1, 2. I have 30 feet, so I can just
Yeah.
go like right up to this.
yeah,
one.
right in its face.
All right.
Excellent.
As much of a face as a
I'm
noose
gonna
can have.
roll my d20 to see if I can hit it.
Yep.
Oh, I got 3, so I should probably roll this.
Mm.
That'll
Add
only
your
a maximum of 6, bringing you to a total of 9.
Oh.
Do we reckon there
add
is
your
a-
attack bonus to that.
Oh, right. The
Shit,
attack
yeah.
bonus is 7.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I hit the
Yeah,
sludge
7
stuff.
plus 3 is a 10, and that hits.
Okay, cool.
It's just a noose.
Bang on. So now I roll a d12.
Yes.
That's the beefy looking one.
This
That one.
Yep. 3 damage.
3 plus 7.
your 7? 10. Okay, 10 damage marked on that one.
Nice.
That was slashing damage, correct?
Yeah.
It does not like that at all.
Hell yeah.
Do not care.
Mhm.
Get it.
Next up, we've got Tin. How does Tin react to being presented with 3 oozes?
Tin kind of stares it off, slowly draws his rapier, and just like, alright, okay. And he just kind of like, he's gonna get up
Okay.
about here.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna like,
Oh, right in between them, too.
yeah, and he's going to just start stabbing him.
Yep, the same one
This
that
one
I'm gonna say this one.
Steak. Okay,
Get started
spread
on
out
the
damage.
second one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll. Plus 5.
Plus 5.
13 plus 5, that's 18.
Nice, that definitely hits. Roll me some damage.
Roll you some damage. Alright, so where's my d8? There it is. 4 plus 5 is 11.
4 plus 5 is 9.
Right, I can't count.
That's okay.
Now everyone on the internet knows.
That's right. I've been doing
Everyone-
Dungeons and Dragons for so long. I'm really good at basic arithmetic now. So
I'm really bad.
Yeah.
Math is not my forte. I got E for excellent.
Yeah. Nice. So it is now the ooze's turn.
Uh-oh.
Corey, what is your AC?
1 million. It's
I
14.
don't believe you. Well, this ooze launches out a pseudopod and it sticks to your arm,
Oh.
and then it slops back and it doesn't do any damage to you at all.
Yucky. I have to clean this now.
Ew.
Steak,
Yeah, what?
what is your armor class?
14.
Ooh, that is going to hit.
Oh!
At least the slime's not
That
typing
is
these.
going to be 5 damages.
5 damages.
Yeah,
Ugh.
as this pseudopod just like slaps you right across the chest.
Ugh.
Did you have an ability that lets you reduce that?
I have Stone's Endurance. Shrug off injury. Use reaction roll. Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, so when it is not your turn, you have 1 reaction that you can do. So in a round.
Yeah.
And as your reaction, as Goliath, you can roll a d12, add your constitution modifier to that roll, and if that roll is higher than the damage taken, you take no damage.
Okay. It says. Okay. Yes. D12.
Yeah, that's one.
11.
Nice.
We'll take it.
Brilliant.
Plus 2.
You take
13.
You take no damage from this
I'm a
ooze.
big boy.
I'm a big boy. Nothing can get to me.
Tin, you attacked one and managed to deal some damage. What?
Oh, get stuffed.
It's only because you can see.
I don't like the sound of that whoop.
How much health do you have?
I have 12 health.
How you?
10.
I took 10.
Do you have a way of cheating your way out of damage?
I have second wind, but I don't know if I can
Yeah.
use that as a reaction.
No, you can
Yeah,
use that as a
it's-
bonus action in your turn.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll just definitely use
for
that.
those at home, that was a critical hit.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright.
Flo, it is your turn. There are 3 oozes, 2 of which have sustained damage.
So that was fun. I'm gonna cast Healing Word
Yep.
on you, which
From
means,
where you are, so you don't have to move.
yeah, from where I am, I'm just gonna be like, heal. That's my word I use. 1d4 plus my spellcasting.
Obviously healing.
So that is 10. You get 10 back.
I get 10 back.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
No
okay.
damage.
So that was a bonus action. Then
Yep.
as an action, I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip.
I am really sorry to tell you
You
this.
don't let me do that?
No, because
That's
the
okay.
way magic works in this system is that you can cast 1 spell per round.
Even
So,
if it's like a bonus action?
If you cast a spell on your turn, you can't. Like, if you use your bonus action to cast a spell, you can't use the action to cast a spell. If you use your action to cast a spell, you can't use a bonus action to cast a spell.
Easy. I'm gonna use
Very
my...
frustrating for me in my other games. Don't worry.
I'm gonna pull out my light crossbow then.
Nice.
I'm gonna aim it at the one that is
Mhm.
attacking Moggy.
Moggy, yep.
Oh, that's 8?
Plus your.
Just 8?
Oh,
I mean, like, I plussed it.
you know what? Meets beats in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. So if you meet an enemy's armor class, you beat their armor class.
Yeah, dude.
Roll me some damage.
Yeah, dude. That is 7 points of piercing damage.
Nice. And we are now back to the top of the round. Moggy, there is a slime in front of you that has taken damage this round. Oh, the last round.
Okay. Okay. I am going to continue wailing upon it with my sword because
Mm-hmm.
it's an ooze. It's horrifying. This doesn't belong in a decent dwarven tunnel. This isn't a decent dwarven tunnel, but if it was a decent dwarven tunnel, I'd want it out of there.
Fair.
Whoa
Completely
there.
Kill it
fair.
with fire.
So,
Your
yeah.
tail is twitching in anger and agitation.
Yes, absolutely. Thrashing about.
Not whilst I'm
Stop
drinking.
the
I'm sorry.
fucker.
So I think I hit it with
Mhm.
a 17.
For sure. Roll me some damage.
Oh yeah. I get a D8. That's the one. So that is 8 damage.
Nice.
8 and 7. 15.
Is it dead?
It loses cohesion and sort of sloughs all over the ground.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's a puddle.
Now it is a puddle. And your way is free. You can move, run up the stairs and leave.
I will use my remaining action to put my sword
Your bonus
down
action.
on the ground because it is filthy and I'm not putting it in my scabbard.
Okay.
And I would like to pull out my crossbow so that I have it ready for next round.
Sure, you can use your movement to swap around gear if you'd like.
Yep.
All right. Steak is next. There is an ooze in front of you. It hit you, I believe.
Take
Wallop it.
revenge.
Yeah.
Give it a good wallop.
Good old wall.
Ooze does not get away with that. I have
Go
I have
redheaded
a
stepchild.
Tell me the-
14, 7 plus 7.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll me damage.
6 plus 7.
Nice.
Very nice.
It is very dead also.
Hey.
Once again, yeah, it makes that exact sound as it loses cohesion and sloughs all over the ground. 10.
Ew.
Does Ooze have feelings?
No.
No.
Oozes.
Thinks to himself as he sees
no,
it disappear
oozes
into
are-
a puddle.
Oozes are too dumb to know what they're doing.
But at least Steak's asking the big question.
Yeah.
Like contemplating an ooze's mortality.
What
Oh, can I
can-
move? Can I move?
Yes, you can move around if you like. Yep,
So
sure.
I move to cut off the...
Oozes escape.
Alright, here we go. I'm
10.
just gonna give it a good old stabbing again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real sorry, but I have to turn your model around because you're facing the wrong direction.
It was quite annoying.
OCD strikes again. No, yeah, I'm just gonna stab it. Go all Jack the Ripper on this thing. Yes!
How'd you
That's
go?
21.
Nice, definitely.
Very
hit.
nice.
Roll me some damage.
Let's hope I can actually count this time. That is 6.
Oh, 6 altogether. That is enough for it to lose cohesion and die.
Woohoo!
I killed
Congratulations, team. You have survived your first encounter.
Don't do that. We could get.
All right. I mean, it probably counts under parody.
Oh yeah, true. It is by a kazoo.
And
Reconstruction.
this is a comedy podcast.
I love it.
That's true.
And
I'm
we just
sure it'll
fought
be
shit
fine.
monsters. How is that not a parody?
That is. This is
I
a
mean,
dignified place.
I don't know. You say shit monsters, but that could possibly describe like half of the monsters
Half of the
in Final-
D&D monsters.
in Final Fantasy or D&D.
Okay, fair.
But
Okay, so you have what you
Bombs are
suspect
pretty
is your
shit.
package. There
Okay.
is a way that is clearly leading to the surface.
yeah,
guys
let's,
take it?
let's go up the
Interesting.
stairs.
Okay.
By the way, I'm going to be super mad if this staircase leads into the guardhouse.
No.
But just
no.
super mad.
So before we leave, I want to pick up my sword and like
Off the ground,
wipe
yeah.
it on something to try and get the
Yeah.
filth off it
You could
because that's gross. And
sort of there's not much like of a material to
what have I got in my
wipe it on,
bag?
but like you can sort of
Have
just
an old shirt
flick
if
it
you want it.
and the ooze will come right off.
Oh, you just flick it a bit.
Flicked.
I
You
will
might
put
wanna,
it through
like-
the torch flame to
Oh, yeah,
sterilize
yeah.
it.
It sort of splutters. The flame changes color to like a really gross green.
Oh.
There's a lot of salt in that apparently.
They are salty.
Don't say that.
Alright, heading
God
up those
damn it.
stairs.
Yep. You climb up. There's no door. It just leads into a sort of alleyway, and so you move through the portal exit, and you're above ground. There's bright sun, but you're in the shade from the alley, so you're not quite blinded. And when you turn back to see where you came from, it's just a brick wall.
I want to reach out and touch the wall.
I also do.
Your hand
too.
just moves through it.
That's super weird, and I love it. And
Ah.
I am going to like shake whoever's closest to me and be like, "Oh my god, that's so cool!"
And you notice on the wall, on the brick wall, is one of the little brick, one of the bricks in the very corner has got the little circle with the arrow in it.
Oh man,
So
we
this
didn't
could-
need to climb down the sewer, and we could have just gone down the stairs.
I don't think we ever would have found this.
Oh.
Thieves know about this entrance.
Now
This
we
party
do.
does not. Well, yes. Now you know about this drop.
Hey.
Drop.
Should just shooken down some thieves.
So you did find some dead things, Steak. I hope you're happy. Some
Well,
things that
we
were made dead.
Some things dead. You
Passive
dropped them.
voice.
The
Mhm.
dropped.
Done deal.
it was a dead drop.
Alright. So as you move towards the exit of this alley, you hear a commotion. There's there's two older gnomes, and they have a little a market stall. They're selling like little knickknacks, but the commotion is coming from 3 guardsmen that seem to be harassing this gnome family, demanding money from them for.
I
And
draw
then
my
when-
sword and I go and confront the guards.
Oh, you don't want to hear
Why
the
are you
spiel
drawing
about
your
how.
sword?
You don't want to hear.
Stop.
You don't want to hear the spiel about how the gnomes are insisting that they're paid up with the Merchants Guild, and so the guards don't have any right to harass them
It's
this
two
week?
people
It's
in
not.
positions of power bullying like those of a lower class.
3 guards.
3
So,
guards.
yeah.
I follow
I follow
because
too.
little people solidarity.
You're the
Yeah.
same height as the.
I watch from a distance.
I'm shorter than she is, and she's very short for a
I'm
human.
5 foot. Exactly.
So I just kind of like, as they're arguing, I kind of just step up and I put my sword between them, not into them, mind you. Okay, that's very specific wording here.
Yeah,
I am
no.
not stabbing anybody. I kind of just put my sword in between them. And I said, "Fair gentlemen, I suggest you step back."
To the
Flo just
gnome
kinda
couple. And so like,
No, to the guards.
to guards.
Yeah, I suggest you gentlemen step back and be on your way.
No, that's not how this works. See, we're guards. We get money from the market stalls, and we have all the power.
Fuck, I hate
I
this
take it from
town.
your limited vocabulary that you are of limited intelligence, and therefore I'm going to point something out.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out the little medallion and hold it up, just in case it's a... Because I'm assuming it's a seal of some sort.
Nope.
That means nothing to me.
Okay, plan two. I smack him with my right hand. I was like, I'm assuming this is some type of seal of authority. Okay, that hasn't worked.
It could
Punch,
be.
cunt.
It could very well be to the right guardsman. See, yeah, we're going to enter into another combat.
Let's roll some initiative.
Roll some initiative.
Do you get a
If you,
surprise
even
round?
if
Do I
you
get a
don't want to
surprise
fight,
round?
Yeah, you
roll,
do.
so
Okay,
you
so
can
I've
fight.
done
He's
it
not
on,
expect. Well, like I mean,
yeah.
he's being threatened, but he's not expecting you to.
It is an unarmed strike, but I am my hand is metal.
Yeah.
So what do I roll for that, DM?
That would be your melee.
Yeah,
attack
melee
roll.
attack. Unarmed strikes you're proficient with because you're a fighter.
Yep.
So you add your strength and proficiency to that.
Okay, cool. So I've
Roll a d20.
rolled a d20. That is about a 9.
So that's gonna connect with this guard,
Yep.
and he's gonna turn sideways
Yep.
with it, but he's not gonna take any damage.
It's not going to take any damage.
Mhm.
Luckily,
So-
my sword's already drawn.
So Flo, 6, 7.
Also,
Basic arithmetic, Jack. Come on.
Count fingers.
for my initiative roll, I've rolled a 18.
Excellent.
So
What is your dexterity modifier?
my dex modifier?
Yes.
Oh, right, no. I've rolled a 20 again.
Oh,
I forgot to add my
excellent.
yeah. I forgot it's not like wisdom, it's
Moggy?
dex.
19.
Nice. And
I
Steak?
think I rolled a 17 plus 7, so is that 20?
Whoa!
What is that? Do I plus my...
It's your
You
initiative.
add your-
Oh, I
yeah.
initiative, sorry.
Yeah.
19.
We have to roll off again.
Yeah.
I was gonna say to roll a d20 as well. Hudson.
That's an 8.
Oh, plus, yeah.
Like, which one?
Okay, you go first this time.
Okay. So, Steak, and then Moggy, and then Jude. Okay. 10. There are 3 guardsmen.
Yep.
One has a bow. And
We're
yeah.
gonna have to run away.
These are
from
just
Holly
generic
here.
guardsmen. 2 of them have swords. One of them has a bow
I
and is
assume that you're in melee
further
with
away.
one of
The
them.
2 guardsmen were sort of
Okay.
the 2 swords wielding guardsmen were
And I would've
harassing
come
the
up
table while the bowman was sort of off in the background laughing at them.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah.
Getting people into fights is what I do.
Mhm.
I
Clearly.
mean, just gotta...
So roll an
Dragon.
attack against this guardsman.
Alright, roll another one.
Yeah, because this is now, like, that was the surprise round. They didn't get to act.
Cool. So that is a 19.
That definitely connects
Yeah.
with this guardsman.
I'm now stabbing this dude with my sword, so...
Please do. Max damage?
Max damage. That
Nice.
is 13.
Are you intending to kill these guardsmen?
It's a little bit
We
difficult
do what
to
we
do
must.
non-lethal with a sword.
Yeah. It is a little hard. I mean, I could
Stay.
strike him with a
This
pommel.
is not regular behavior for guardsmen.
Yeah.
Guardsmen don't usually go around harassing the little people. These guys are obviously not in the right here.
We mean little people both figuratively and quite literally in this sense because they are gnomes and only come up to
like-
here.
2 to 3 foot
Yeah, they're like
at the table.
children, the race.
So
isn't that
they
kinda-
mess you up.
I don't know. they're tiny, tiny little people, bright little cheeks, and I just
So
want to pinch
unfortunately, Steve, you managed to roll
Please don't call them.
far
They'll
higher
mess you up.
than the guardsman did for combat. So you can move up and attack one if you'd like. You can state an action you would like to prepare in the event of something happening, like a guardsman walking up to you and hitting you.
Yeah.
You can say, oh, in that case, if a guardsman comes up to hit me, I'd like to hit them back.
Yeah.
Or something
What
like that.
about like charisma rolls? Can we talk to the?
Yeah, you could probably try intimidating them
Intimidation.
with your bulk and the fact that this tin soldier managed to do most of that guardsman's health.
Yeah. So I'll move up.
Mm-hmm.
So got 30 feet, so I can get very close to the damaged guardsman, and I'd like to do a charisma roll to intimidate the guardsman, potentially to tell them.
With intimidate, I will allow you,
Mhm.
as a strength-based character, to add your strength modifier to that.
It's gonna get out
Which
of
is
hand fast.
5.
Yeah, instead of your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Ooh boy.
I have like bonus for intimidation as well.
Oh,
What's your
like I have a skill.
you're trained in it. Yeah, so
Intimidation.
roll d20, add your strength and your proficiency bonus to it.
Okay.
Because you're really good at flexing in an intimidating way.
So what's your-
So plus
That'd be-
7.
Yeah, plus 7.
Yeah.
Never do that.
So I got 13. Up to 23.
Yeah, so the arrow guardsman is just like, yep, and runs away.
Well, he's gone.
Very good.
The guardsman in front of you just sort of coughs up a lump of blood.
Oh no.
And the guardsman
How
next
much
to him
of
is
the
like,
blood gets onto my friends?
oh, none, it just sort of drips down
Okay,
on from his chin onto his breastplate.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just
like
trying to
under
work
the-
out whether it was an aggressive
Oh,
action or...
no, he's terrified.
Okay.
He's just like, oh god.
Yeah. He wasn't, like, he didn't have any urine in his body to expel when he was intimidated, so his body instead expelled blood fluid because it entered into his
that's how
lungs.
that works.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
About this little guy.
not happy with the
Say
image that
fine.
painted in my brain.
This guardsman is like, Dave! My buddy!
Oh.
I wish I could attack back, but it is Moggy's turn.
Don't make me sympathize with them.
Stab him.
I slit his throat.
Stab him.
Now be nice, man.
It's the only way.
Just stare deep into their soul.
I will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter
Oh, on
Always messed up.
on this
Yeah.
guy who shouted Dave, and I'm gonna find the page. Where is it? Spells. There it is. Spells.
So, pro tip, what I like to do with my character sheets is on...
I have it written down.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just I'd like to read you the whole thing.
Yeah,
because
on
this
the
is the first
right
time.
side of the column, I write down the page number
Yep.
in the handbook so I can flip to it really easily.
So, a creature of my choice that I can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration.
Oh lord. This poor guy.
Dave! You got a new hole in you! And he falls over.
Oh, it's just too funny.
Yeah. What was the spell save DC for that? I'm pretty sure I failed.
So, I believe it's 10 plus my casting ability. which-
Save DC is 8 plus your proficiency plus your casting ability modifier.
so
Oh,
it's
no.
10 plus my casting.
Yes, at this
yeah,
stage.
15.
Yep. Yeah, no, fails.
Nice.
Dave's got a new hole in him.
No. So good. Good job.
And I will
Mm-hmm.
pass. No, I will give Bardic Inspiration to.
As a bonus action?
You can have it.
So,
You're the one who's most likely to attack.
Yeah.
And Dave's fallen prone for the duration of the spell. Can he use his movement to stand up?
I believe he is incapacitated.
Incapacitated, yep.
Yeah, I think you can make a save at the end of every one.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's up next?
Incapacitated is not him. The guards. So Dave, who is still alive but with a new hole in him, is going to try and fight Tin. And he sort of just lazily tries to go for a headshot, but it goes way over your head.
No.
It's okay.
I don't know how he
You
did
didn't really
that.
hit anything because, like, don't come hollow.
Oh no, your hat. So it sort of like makes
hat.
contact with your hat.
Not the
hat.
No!
But it sort of bounces off of it
Oh,
'cause it's made
good.
of metal and
good.
semi-attached to your head.
It's bolted on.
Just in case.
Permanent aesthetics. Just
Can't
the only way
take
to do
actions
it.
or reactions.
Yeah.
So, woo, saved from that.
So he's back on up.
So no, he's still prone,
Oh,
but at the end of his turn he managed to save. So he's no longer laughing.
He's probably very upset with me.
Oh, he's so upset.
It's like, you made me laugh at my friend.
I sure did. I'll do it again.
It's now Flo's turn
Flo is just gonna
because
like
our archer has left.
just
Come
gonna
on.
like move around, and she's gonna hold her action. She's gonna hold the spell, spare the dying.
Yep.
For when Dave falls to 0 hit points, she's gonna spare him so he doesn't die.
Okay. All right. So we're at the top of the round. It is Tin's turn. You have
There's a guy.
a mostly dead guard in front of
Yeah,
you,
there's a mostly
and
dead
a
guard
prone guard in
and a
front of
prone guard. So I'm wondering, do I stab the guy in front of me again, or do I walk up to the guy that's like on the floor and just stab him a couple of times?
you. What would Tin do?
I don't know. I guess Tim would probably like. I wouldn't kill him. That's for sure.
Okay.
I guess probably remove his sword if it's still stuck in the guy. Poor guy. And,
no. You stab and then take it out.
I don't know. This is a hard one.
Just bonk him on the head.
Just bonk him on the head. Yeah, essentially. Just
With
a
a pommel. Yeah. Let's get you to roll a regular attack and regular damage. It's just when he goes to 0 after this hit, he's just going to go unconscious instead of dead.
Sweet. 14 plus 5, that's 19.
That hits.
And
Roll me some damage.
that is 8 damage.
He's going to be knocked unconscious.
Bloop.
Yeah.
There you go. My spare the
Yeah.
dying spell is activated, and he is stable.
Yes.
Still unconscious,
That's it.
but stable.
Cool. Steak's turn. There's
You had your chance. You had your chance to.
Oh, don't kill him!
You're gonna crit- oh.
Oh,
There you
no.
go. Okay.
The Dave's that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, other
Fred's the other one.
Fred.
So you get advantage because he's prone.
Yes.
You roll twice and take the higher.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2d20s
one,
take the highest.
and then roll again.
Anything's better than 1.
So that's a
What is it?
13. I
Oh,
got
13
16
on the
plus
dice.
7. Sorry, 23.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Do some very odd math there. You've
16
done
plus
that
7,
multiple
13.
times.
Yeah. So now I'm rolling a D8. No,
Yep.
D12.
Oh,
I have a D12.
yeah, great axe d12.
My battle
Can I-
witness a beheading. That's the question here.
Oh, I roll for advantage, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
normal
you-
attack.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just normal.
normal
attack.
damage.
So
Yeah.
11 plus 7.
18. What does it look like when you kill this man?
I should have had spare the dying on the other guy.
The axe is about the size of a, like, kind of this amount.
Yeah.
And it lodges, like, square in, like, this
Yeah.
amount.
Just like that part of the man's body is just gone. There's now liquid underneath him.
It's not quite liquid, it's just, like, split slightly.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Oh no.
While this fight has happened, the older gnomish couple have screamed and run away.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
Did they leave anything behind?
Oh, there's some ruined merchandise on their little stall.
Nothing to identify who they were?
No, not really.
so that I can make a complaint on their behalf?
Or we could just
Um,
tie this guy up and take him to Captain Adrian.
What's a good name for a gnome? This is always where I fall down. I'm not very good at
There's a
making up
helpful
names.
table on this
Right.
Just make-
Um,
they always have weird names.
yeah, the Deedle and Deets
Doodle and Deets.
Excellent.
Ah, so good.
is the name of the two gnomes, and they obviously make strange little clockwork knickknacks.
As gnomes would want to do.
Yeah.
I will collect anything that looks vaguely salvageable so I can give it back to them, maybe.
Okay.
Little people's solidarity.
Little bit.
And okay, and so you have one dead guard, one unconscious guard that you could wake up very easily.
Is there
What would you
anything
like to
on the dead guard and the unconscious guard that indicates that they are in fact guards and not people in stolen outfits?
Roll me an investigate check, please.
I'm real shit at that.
You thought of it.
If anyone would like to assist me,
I
I
would
will
like to.
vocalize that this is what I am
I
doing.
feel very sorry for my actions now that I have seen
I rolled
the
a
state
5.
of his face.
Do you now?
Yeah.
Do
Well, they both have.
That's
They
a D12.
Oh, I'm drawing D20. So I got investigate. Is that perception? No. Does it
investigate is
things?
intelligence.
Oh, so I've got 11.
Okay, so the dead guard has got a longsword, ruined breastplate on him. He's got 19 gold on him,
Okay.
and his guardsman uniform. That's about it.
I will retrieve the 19 gold to give to the gnomes.
The unconscious guard has got 17 gold on him, a breastplate that is intact, and a longsword. But that's about it. Unfortunately, 11 is not high enough to check the validity of these guardsmen's uniforms.
Right.
I'm gonna start tying up the.
So you're not,
unconscious
you just
guy.
don't know.
I tend to stake and get a rug, wrap that up. Let's take it back to the captain.
Stakes not again.
It's okay.
He's made a mess.
Yeah. I start tying
State's
up
reaction
the
is,
unconscious
did
one.
I do that?
Aw.
Okay. So you tie up the unconscious guard. Do you want to wake him up in the middle of the street, or take him around the corner a little bit, out of sight, out of mind?
What, are you guys able to carry him? We'll wake him up when we get to the captain.
Yeah, I'll pick him up. I'm the one who stabbed him.
Is he bleeding
Take
out?
responsibility.
No, I've stabilized him.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
So,
So
I kind of just
yeah, he's alive. He's just unconscious.
Yeah.
I just kind of sling him over my shoulder, my
All right.
This is so
very
awkward.
uncomfortable
Sorry.
metallic shoulder.
I shall retrieve this because I believe it is one off.
Up to
Yeah.
10 minutes, yep.
Yeah. It's going to take you more than 10 minutes to walk to the guard's house from here because it's a bit of ways. But you guys just going to start walking through the town now.
Yeah, pretty
fuck
much.
it.
Just heading to the guard.
So,
Oh my god, we're gonna get in so much trouble when we get to the guard. They're gonna be like, why do you have unconscious
This
people?
is not
So-
Do we
I
need to
found
disguise
dead,
these?
dead drop.
Yeah.
well done, Steak. Well done.
So what are we doing with the dead guy? Are we just throwing
We're
him?
just taking him with us.
Taking
Yeah,
him
we
with
can take
us?
him with us.
We're
Yeah,
just
like-
I can carry.
This one's alive. That one resisted.
Oh my god, this thing is in so much trouble.
As you're walking, Dave wakes up
Mm-hmm.
just of his own accord because I feel like waking him up.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the DC to smack him against my chassis and put him back into it again?
Well, see, he screams because he sees that Frank is well and truly dead. Because two halves of his head are sort of flopping about.
It's wrapped up in the carpet.
Oh, it lives. There's a leaky
Yeah.
carpet.
I
Leaky
would like
carpet.
It's just
to
blood.
intimidate him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very small, but I'm
Yeah.
very scary.
Very strange looking.
I will get right up in his face
Mhm.
and I will say, "Shut up!" If you don't shut up, and I point to the other guy, that is what's going to happen to you. Okay?
Okay. Give me roll me an intimidation.
Fantastic.
Okay, so that is a 24.
Yeah. So
No?
yeah.
26.
Dave whimpers.
Damn! I'm just gonna come up behind her and be like, say Dave. Why were you harassing the gnomes?
This was supposed to be an easy job. It was.
Who gave you the job, Dave?
I don't know their names or what they look like. They just gave us the uniforms and told us to sort of
Show us
mess
in the-
things up,
Me-
harass people, act like guards don't.
Was there meant to be a goal in mind, or just...
I kind of like. Have I
yeah.
heard that?
Get
He's
Mine.
on your shoulder, so
Yeah.
yeah, you heard it.
He's not a
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, he's not a
Oh, and I just
No.
kind of
No!
throw him around.
No, because we gotta take him to the
I'm like,
captain.
gotta.
We gotta take him to
Yeah.
the captain, so the captain...
Yeah, I
Nice.
kind of just like.
No, I'm just a bandit, a really bad one, apparently.
That doesn't help your case at all, Dave.
Does not help.
Do you know the
Dave.
name of your friend who ran away?
No, he was just sort of we didn't meet him before we started
Can I
being
insight
guardsmen.
check him?
Sure.
I do not trust this guy. That is 19.
Oh, he is trying to save his friend's butt.
Oh man, you're gonna have to start talking straight.
Jeff.
What?
Jeff? Jeff's my cousin.
Ah, do you guys have a hangout around here?
No.
No.
We're such small timers.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you can tell the captain this, and we'll see what he has to say. Is that okay?
Okay.
I'm just
And he's
gonna
really defeated and sad.
I really gotta say,
And
I love how you've gone full Nana on him. You've just gone full Nana old lady.
Good cop, bad cop.
Kind of like, oh kid, well you're still gonna have to pay for what you did, but Nana understands.
That's
That's my
dice.
dice.
That's
What do you
sorry.
want?
All the little minis that aren't supposed to be on the
Yeah,
table.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Doo-doo.
There you go.
Excellent.
Easy.
Okay. So you sling Dave back on your shoulder.
But Dave back up on my shoulder. I've decided you're probably taken to the captain
Mhm.
is probably the better option. I'm a good soldier. I don't normally, leave people alive. So it's.
Oh boy.
Tin.
Whew.
How would Mr. Bear feel about your action?
Mr. Bear would be slightly disappointed and probably would admonish me later.
Equally as
I think you should
bloodthirsty.
apologize to Mr. Bear.
Probably. I guess we. What?
What is happening?
Say something about Mr. Bear that you find funny, sir?
No, this is just something that I told Flo about Mr.
Oh
Bear.
God, no!
I'm pretty sure I told Flo about Mr. Bear.
Oh no!
Anyways, let's carry on.
So yeah, you approach the guard, the guard's barracks area, and the two guards at the portcullis. They see you walking up with a dripping rug
Oh god.
And
So
and a
gross.
semi-conscious man in guards uniforms. They sort of drop their pikes.
Immediately
by
pull out the flower thing.
Um,
The guards sent us. They're not. The Captain Adrian sent us.
Oh,
These aren't guards.
Oh, they straighten up. They look at each other. They sort of open their. Follow us, and
I
they.
kind of just turn.
Can I inside check
This
them?
guy's not a guard.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of the guards now. That is again a 19.
Mm.
Nice.
No, these guards know what they're doing, and they know that you need to go speak to Captain Adrian.
Okay, I trust him.
This is good. This is very good. It's also getting very hot in here.
Yes, it's a bit warm.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I don't know how you survived.
Maybe we should.
You take it off anytime.
Never.
There's no requirement.
There is only Moggy now.
Exactly. Like,
Dory is dead.
take what off? The beard is her facial hair.
Yeah.
She needs those glasses to
This
see.
is all natural. This big, soft, bristly.
Love it. Love it.
Lovely.
That's why you keep readjusting it every so often.
Yeah,
So
I'm readjusting my runs. the crumbs I've saved for later on.
Fair enough.
You braided them into your beard.
Gross.
Let's go.
So the
This
two
biscuit's
guardsmen
for later.
lead you past the parade ground into the officers' offices. Where you know that the cells are, you hear a harmonica playing, like sad mellow blues that wasn't playing this morning when you came in here.
Sounds cool. I kind of like toddle away towards the
You want to
prisoners.
sneak off?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like too sneaky away. I'm just gonna be like, what's playing?
No, don't go see the prisoner. He's dangerous.
Do I recognize a tune?
I come see prisoners all the time.
It's really just improv. It's not like anyone,
Okay.
somebody playing like a specific song.
Okay.
He's dangerous. He can kill you with a look. We've been told not to go speak with the prisoner.
You haven't blindfolded him?
God, that's so smart.
It's a smart idea. Maybe next time
Yeah.
somebody comes in, they come in
Yeah.
with a blindfold.
Poke his
Yeah.
eyes out. That's
Okay.
a more permanent solution.
I'll talk to him later,
Mhm.
maybe. Maybe not.
Okay.
Anyways, lead the way.
Yeah. So they take you into Captain Adrian's office, and Captain Adrian's office is a little bit different from the last time you saw it. It has now been cleared of papers, all kinds, because it's now the evening. But he's dressed a little differently. He's wearing a breastplate now, and there's a sword at his side, and the axe above the desk is missing. Strange things are happening. But
a busy morning, Captain?
the guards sort of announce that these these adventurers had the right amulet. Here they are. We're gonna leave now, and they sort of hurry out.
Thanks, guys.
Mhm. And Captain Adrian says, to your question of this morning, is yes. Some nasty, unscrupulous fellow with a penchant for casting spells that hurt quite a bit attacked us. Yeah. Mhm. Not a nice person at all.
Does he look injured at all?
No. Looks perfectly fine.
But he just said he got injured,
Hmm.
and he's not injured.
Do you want to roll me an insight check?
Watch me fail this miserably.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
No, that's
That's a 14.
He is not telling the whole truth about a fight that happened.
I'm gonna tug on the sleeves of whoever is near to me.
Mhm.
Like,
Pick a person.
hey.
You
I'm not
pull
gonna
on.
say. Actually, I have a cantrip message.
Okay.
I'm going to message each of you one at a time and be like, "Hey, man,
Very quickly.
there's something wrong with this. I don't like it.
Mhm.
This isn't good." And you can reply, "This is mental. It's
Mhm.
secret."
So, Captain Adrian is going to be like, okay, so the thing that I asked you to do, did you do it?
Probably.
We have your silly papers. There's no dead thing.
Papers. Excellent. May I have them?
Do you want to hand the
Yes.
papers to him?
I fish around in my bag, and I pull out
Mhm.
some blank pages,
Thank you so much.
and I pass them to him.
And he,
Secretly between you guys, this is not the package. These are blank writing papers.
Do you have blank
Yes,
writing papers?
Yes, because I write letters to my parents.
Oh, love it.
Nice. Because Captain Adrian is going to take this package and just throw it in the fireplace.
What?
Do you
I message everyone and say, see, I don't like this.
Captain, what's going on?
And he pulls out his sword.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
And roll initiative.
That's fun.
We're killing the captain now?
20.
Do you not see dead men in rug?
Do
you not see this?
I was
Oh,
gonna,
yeah, I should have.
I was gonna
I
be
completely
like,
forgot about that as well.
Has he not noticed that there's a dead guy and an
Yeah.
unconscious dude? Can we just throw them at him?
I was gonna be like walking and be like, so 2 things. Do you want the dead drop or do you want us to explain dead bodies? Like, maybe
May
we
have
should-
killed somebody. May have been the Goliath's fault.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
You have no proof.
Okay.
No proof. I
He
don't think
fell
it's
and hit
my
his
fault.
head.
I don't think it's
Flo, what have you got for
Split
initiative?
his
20.
torso open.
Oh, wow.
I'm ready.
Moggy?
15.
7.
15.
Oh, sorry. 7.
We're gonna
12.
have to
12.
What's your dex modifiers each? Because I think
Mine
you do
is.
I think yours is better than mine.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, mine's 2.
3. I
Yeah,
think
yours
is-
is better than mine.
So 10 and then. So Adrian's body, Captain Adrian's body, is going to shift from the grey blue to a deeper blue purple. It just sort of shifts as he swings his sword wildly at you to ill effect.
I message everyone with my cantrip because I fucking love this cantrip.
Yep.
And I say, see, I told you so.
We get it.
Get out of
I'm
my
playing very fast and loose with how message works, but it's okay.
You do it to point. You're
yeah.
like, see,
Yeah.
see.
We message is fantastic.
Yeah.
During one of the other games I played once, we got introduced to the bad guy early on, so we used a boosted version of message to just
Yeah.
constantly annoy him throughout the campaign. And it was nothing but like show tunes and letters about how.
So you're just whispering show
Yeah.
tunes at him, he's got him in
Because
and can't ignore him.
my character was actually like dating his daughter or something. So it was just messages about how I took his daughter out for a
Oh
lovely
my
day
God.
and stuff like that.
Oh
And
my
it's
god, you're
just-
giving us too many ideas.
Yeah, he ended up
Pretty
standing
great.
into barbarian. So that was fantastic.
Love
Okay, so Flo, you're up first after Captain Adrian's useless wailings.
Of course I am.
You get the impression that because you wield a sword, you know how to use it. Captain Adrian does not know how to use a sword.
What a fool. What a fool.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Thorn Whip,
Mm-hmm.
which is a melee spell attack. Ooh, that's nice. That is 24.
That hits his AC.
Mm-hmm. So that's 1d8.
Mhm.
5 points of damage from my
Yep.
Thorn Whip.
And is there any other effect from Thorn Whip?
No, there is no other effect.
Ah,
It
okay.
just immediately disappears.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you cut into his arm, and the skin is not clear. It is
It's kind of purpley,
purpley blue.
as opposed to Fearbold grey.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I back away as well, so I'm kind of like in the corner of the room, out of everybody's way.
Okay.
Cool, done.
Okay, so it is now Tin's turn. Tin.
Yeah. All right. So I'm still holding the guy's body. Right?
Yeah, but as a free action, you can drop it.
I'm actually as a free action, can I throw it at him?
That will be an action, an improvised thrown weapon.
Yeah, I'll do that. You
Yeah,
know,
okay.
just to kind of throw him off guard.
Mhm.
So what am I rolling? Just a
That's
random
so.
standard attack and then.
Yeah, roll because it's improvised. I don't think you're trained in improvised thrown weapons.
Yeah.
So roll me d20 and add your dex modifier to it.
Yep. That would be a 16.
That is enough to hit this thing's armor class. So he just gets cross-bodied by this unconscious soldier.
Nice.
Roll me a d4
Roll you a
for the
D4?
damage. Yeah.
Yep. And that is just a 3.
Okay.
He has
It-
taken 3 bludgeoning from a body damage.
Yes.
You hit a
Alive body.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Well done.
Love
That's the way
it.
I roll.
Okay, and it is then Moggy's turn. What is Moggy going to do?
Moggy is unhappy, and she is going to use her last spell for today. Dissonant Whispers. She whispers a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. They must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
So, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
What about from that?
DC is
What's yours?
15.
passes. I'm
Dang,
sorry.
that's okay, because it
failed
saves
save?
for half damage.
Yes, excellent.
So I still do
Roll
some
dissonant
damage.
whisper damages.
I will use these d6s because they are right here. So that's 10 damage?
Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, 10 damage. So he takes 5 psychic damage.
Excellent.
Eek.
And as my
five more psychic damage, you said?
total of 5,
Oh, yep.
because he
Oh, yeah.
loves it.
And
And I will give a bardic inspiration to...
as a bonus action, yep.
Who hasn't acted yet? You haven't acted yet. I'll give you one.
Because it is now Steak's turn.
So Steak feels very bad about the mess he made earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have as much intention to make such a large mess.
Aw.
This is the moment.
But he still
So
intends
good.
to maim.
Love it.
So he attacks, but
Yep.
with the intention to knock it out, I guess.
Okay. So, non-lethal. So you're declaring non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're hitting him with the back of the axe instead of the front of the axe?
I'm hitting him with the stick part
Yeah.
of the bottom.
The hilt, the
Yeah.
bottom of. Yeah. Cool. Roll regular
So-
attack.
So I
Regular attack.
Okay, yeah, cool. So I got a 12
You
for my
might want to add the...
yeah.
Bardic
A 5.
inspiration.
Oh,
Add the
okay. So that's 16.
altogether. That will hit.
Okay.
Roll me non-lethal damage. It's the same
Yeah.
damage. It's just he won't die if he gets to 0.
So I got a 11.
Solid.
Nice. Okay. It is now Captain Adrian's turn.
Fake
Now-
Captain Adrian.
And on Captain Adrian's turn, his body is going to shift, elongate. His legs are going to grow. His arms are going to grow longer. His mouth seals shut, and he turns into this thing.
Kill
Ew!
it.
Oh,
Burn it.
gross.
Do you have
He's
any
a horrible
fire spells?
dragon!
Not the dragon, the thing on this
The
page.
doppelganger.
Yeah.
The doppelganger.
I'm being very silly.
I'm gonna
I'm
kill
sorry.
it with fire.
Yeah. And he's going to try and attack Steak because he dealt the most damage to him. He's going to flail with his arm. Your AC is higher than 13.
Yeah.
He misses, and he misses the second attack as well.
I had to try harder than that.
And it is Flo's turn.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame
Mhm.
on him. He must make a Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I don't think that passes. Maybe. What's the DC?
My DC is 14, I believe. Yeah, 14.
Fake Captain Adrian will definitely pass that. Does he take any half damage?
No, he just
Or is that
gets
a
out of the way.
cantrip?
He's like, yeah, just a funnel of flame.
It's just on him. He sort of pats himself out.
Damn it. Oh, good. Done.
All right. Tin's turn.
Time to stab a bitch.
Mhm.
I guess I draw my sword.
Mhm.
I kind of just, how across the room, take
Yeah,
as many
you can
feet
move
as I
up.
can
Yeah,
to
the room
approach
is quite
him,
small.
and then just, I guess it's piercing damage, so I kind of thrust
Yeah.
forward. Ooh, that's excellent. That is a 23.
That definitely hits.
And then
What is damage?
that is an 11.
That is enough damage for Captain Adrian to keel over. Fake Captain Adrian, doppelganger Adrian, keel over, dead.
Meet the real
Sweet. So I just stabbed him right in the heart.
Mm.
Nice.
I am
Dead.
going to
Scared.
investigate the
Big
corpse.
surprise.
Yep.
He doesn't have any clothes at all, they were all fake.
Nope. Everything was an
I will investigate
illusion.
instead the desk.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's been cleared off. I imagine it's been thrown in the fire.
Yep.
Is there anything left in the desk?
Roll me an investigate check.
I'm so bad at this. 2.
There's a button right in the middle of his desk.
I press it.
I'm at the edge of the room. Just letting you know.
One of the bookcase swivels around, and tied to it, beaten up, is the real Captain Adrian.
I run over and get out my dagger and I cut him down.
You do that, and this is where we're going to have to, unfortunately, wrap up this session.
Oh, yay.
Cliffhanger.
Sadness.
Good job, Jared.
Thank you. This was a lot of fun. I'm really excited with where the story is going to go from next week, because you guys managed to not get the package destroyed, kill fake Captain Adrian. Well done, everybody.
And some random guards.
Yes.
Random bandits dressed as guards.
Yeah, bandits definitely dressed as guards.
Well,
We'll
either way,
find
we
that
stabbed
man's
them.
cousin.
We stabbed them good.
So,
Oh, Dave just had to witness all of that.
Yeah.
So confused.
Guess what's coming to him?
social media times. Channel C31Plays DnD is where you can find our Facebook and also our Twitter.
Yes.
So you can contact us. Follow for awesome artwork of all the player characters around the table, and probably also some Dungeons and Dragons memes
Yeah.
during the week that
Twitter
I'm just
will
going to
have-
plug. We'll have replays of the episode going on to YouTube's and audio as podcasts around the internet all over the place.
Woohoo!
You guys want to plug your socials?
Sure.
Haley?
So I'm Haley. I write for a couple of blogs around the place. If you want to find me on Twitter, just it's at Elvish Clock. Feel free to come and say hi. Yeah, and you can find my stuff on nerdsforlifeblog.com, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Anybody else wish to plug their social medias, Hudson?
I don't really have super lot of social medias to go on, but if you like hearing my voice and don't like looking at my face, I'm on radio a lot.
Nice.
So tune in to Sin FM 90.7 next month to hear my show New and Approved, Friday 6 to 8.
Nice. Nice.
Ollie?
I am on Twitter as at Ollie Krusek, pretty easy to find, and Instagram as well as at Ollie_Cruz. That's probably where you'll find me most.
Cool.
Just hanging out, doing things.
And Tori, did you want to plug anything?
I
Or
have
did
a
you wish to
Twitter.
remain anonymous?
Oh my god. Totally remain anonymous.
Okay.
No,
Nobody's
for real,
even
though,
seen your real face.
I have a Twitter. I am at PackWizard because wizards carry the bags.
Yep. Yeah, they do. All the loot to sell.
Yeah.
That is going to be it for our stream today. Come back next week to find out what was going on.
Whoa.